Hello everybody, it is me Casey, and today we are doing a request by somebody of Killer Son, ex-listener. Let's get into this. That would have been goodbye, he says, murdering the last one. There were so many moons in this world. Crazy. Moon. Moon. Moon? Who's that voice? Why does it sound so familiar? Moon? Why? What happened to you all? Oh, you're so cute. You look so cute and so small and weak. Let me guess, they were all your friends, weren't they? I just have one question. Little mice, what are you? And you're not. Because you're not a sun, and you're not a lunar, and you're not a moon. What are you? You don't look like an Earth either. I've seen plenty of them. So what are you? You look scared. Who are you? What have you done? What have you done to them? I just ended things that didn't deserve to live. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How could you murder all 12? All 12? I didn't even count them. Who are they to you? No. Saturn's not gonna be happy. Saturn's not gonna be happy at all. A Saturn? Another one? Does she have blue? Does she have rings on her head? What does she look like? No. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Oh, honey, I don't go after things like you. I only go after moons. I think I just broke my record. I think I'm at 100 and something moons that I've killed. All of her moons are dead. No. Juby, Tim, Lim, Moon. Hey. You've murdered them all. Don't they all have their own sons? No, you idiots. They were all one of Saturn's moons. They weren't a son. They weren't. You're evil, you say, backing up away from him. I like your feisty attitude. It just makes me wonder, what kind of person are you truly are? He walks up to you, placing a hand on your face. You're such a pretty one. I haven't seen anybody like you. It makes me wonder. He raises a knife to your face. If there are more like you, or are you the only one? You were so confused. Next thing you know, a slit was on your arm. Now, you were an animatronic. All it did was really graze your arm, but it still hurt. You looked at him, wanting to get away. You didn't like this idea of this guy being near you at all. You kept on backing away, till eventually you fell on the ground. Oh, clumsy little thing. As he climbed on top of you, I'm gonna make you a deal. You tell me who you are and work with me on this. He points to the dead bodies. And I'll let you live. You look at him. You were scared. What do you mean work with you on that? You point to the bodies. You become my partner in crime. You've already seen me murder everybody. I can't really let you live after that. But if you, promise to, work with me, I'll let you live. You were scared. You didn't have a choice. My name is Yin, and I am a helper bot. I... I... You saying your name is already enough to make me know that you chose the second option. He picks you up. Now let's go, partner, he says, taking you to the next dimension. You look down. You checked something. He didn't actually end up killing them. He just stabbed them. Enough to, paralyze them and almost kill them completely. If you look closely enough, you can see it. Their chips, they were still fine, meaning all of their memories can just be transferred into new bodies. You crumpled something up in your hand. It was a piece of paper. It had the words "save them." As you threw it down on the ground, Killer Sun didn't even see it. He was too busy trying to figure out what dimension it was he gonna go to next. As when you left, you didn't know that you would never be coming back. It's been 2 years already. Darling, he says, running throughout the house. Guess what I found? I found this lovely little place in this dimension that just so happens to have a beautiful, beautiful cake. You know, it's so pretty, in fact, that I bought it. I really, really am excited. After all, this is your second birthday with me, and I'm so glad you decided to stay with me, he says. So I bought the cake, and I may have just come home with another gift, he says, pulling out a box. Ink was coming out of the bottom. Well, more like oil. You open the box to see a severed moon's hand. Oh, thank you. You were not used to this. You knew Killer Sun liked to keep things from his victims, but you didn't know if it was this bad. Oh, and I saw this cute little deer child. Kinda reminded me of something. It reminded me of the son I went through. He had a daughter, right? And he had his brothers. And his brothers were moons. But he didn't have any hate towards them at all. It was full of just love. I couldn't kill a son's moon if it was just them and they were happy. So I left them alone. But this dear child, I felt connected to it. I don't know why at all. Maybe it was something from in your past? Maybe. I don't care though, he says. How about we have fun? He says, putting down the cake in front of you, as he grabs onto your shoulders, pushing you into the table. Go ahead, blow out the cake. You take a deep breath in before blowing out the candles on the cape. Oh, yes, I forgot. He puts on a plate in front of you as he cuts a piece of the cake. He watches as you eat the cake. Killer? Why do we do this? To set sons free, of course. Why not? But we don't have to. Oh, but we so do. The moons keep them trapped in their little paradise. That's what they would call it. But really, the suns just want to be free. So we kill the moons, that way they can be free. I don't think this is right. He grabs your chin. You don't think what is right? Setting them free? You're joking me, right? You've been working with me for years. You've seen how they treat the sons. They deserve to be dead. Right? Right? He says, getting closer to your face. You were scared. Extremely. Stop playing with me, Yin. Am I right? Yes. Good. As he drops your chin. No, never say a stupid thing like that ever again. Okay. You were kept quiet. You were not allowed to talk. He was frustrated with your words. What a dumb thing you were thinking of. You were more scared. You knew Killer-san would kill anybody who came near you. He liked to keep you in this little home of his. Transform dimensions. He would take you out to kill the moon, and then you would stay in the dimension for a week or 2 or 3. One time it was even a month. But the longest you stayed in the dimension had to be a year. That is how long you stayed in a dimension for. It was your first dimension with Killer-san. You guys stayed in that dimension because you were a bit depressed after killing your first moon. After that, you kept on jumping around. Killer-san looked at you. No, let's get you to bed. But it's still light. After that dumb question, I don't want to hear your voice, he says, dragging you to the bed. I want to see your sleeping, peaceful face, he says, throwing you on, laying on top of you. He was covered in oil, so it got on your clothes and on the bed. Now sleep. Those were the last words as you start to drift off into sleep. Peaceful little mice don't even know that she's trapped. This cage will keep her pristine and perfect. And that is it, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Guys, want more to comment that down below. I personally do not send for Killer-san.